that was longer than this, but I feel like I was just rambling. So we're just gonna get right into it. Is P&D hard? No, P&D is not hard. Don't be scared. A lot of people will tell you like, oh man, P&D is so hard, blah blah blah. It's so challenging. I mean, it is challenging. The docks that you gotta hit are gonna be insane. Like, you're gonna see some docks. I seen a dock. I was in downtown Birmingham, and I seen a dock. I was like, I had a lift gate. I was like, there's no possible way I'm hitting that dock. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to put it on the lift gate. UPS freight guy comes up, and he's, of course, he's training somebody, so he can spot him. But I wouldn't do it by myself. Like, if I had a spotter, I would did it. But he was spotting the dude backing into it, and he spotted him. So, I mean, that was understandable. But me being myself, nah, chief. I got a lift gate. It's coming off that lift gate. But, anyways. Being a P&D driver is not hard at all. Is it more challenging than line haul? Yes. Line haul, you just hook your set and go. That's it. P&D, you got docks that are outrageous. Like, some of these docks that we have to hit are ridiculous, but it's going to make you a better truck driver in the end. I mean, there's some guys here that have crazy docks, and, you know, you'll be a better truck driver in the end. I've talked to a few guys, and we've all agreed, like, a lot of these places won't just track like over the road experience. No, they should require one year city driving experience. If you've seen some of these dogs that you had to hit on city driving, God have mercy, boy, you'd be a professional truck driver by the end of the year. You wouldn't have to go for a road test. They'd be like, oh, you were a city driver? Yep, you're hired. But anyways, yeah, it's not hard being a P&D driver. You have long days. I'll say you'll never have a hard day, but you will have a long day. But yeah, you'll never have a hard day. Always have a long day. Not always. Let me stop lying. You'll have a hard day. You'll always work between 9 to 12 hours, rare 13, maybe 13 and a half. Just all depends. But you'll never have a hard day, I promise. There was one time where when I was working at Saya, I had to unload flooring by hand. But with me, I don't see why people complain. Like, you're getting paid by the hour. So, I mean, there's only so much you can do. I'm not going to sit there and rush it. I mean, I'm going to take my time and, help the customer and unload that flooring. But I'm not going to sit there and rush it. I mean, it was just poor pre-planning on the people in the office at Saya. But over here, I really haven't had anything too bad. I've delivered carpet to a residence, but the carpet wasn't that heavy. It just slid right in the back of their car. Yeah, so I mean, and I got stuck in mud, which was on last Monday before Christmas. And yeah, I got stuck in mud. I got stuck in mud and went back to the terminal, saw my terminal manager and everything. I mean, he was on the dock working the dock. He was like, "You got stuck in mud today?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I did." And he was like, I forgot what he said. I think he said something. He's like, "Well, as long as you didn't hit anything," he's like, "you're fine," or something like that. And I told him, I was like, "Man, I'm sorry," or whatever. And he's like, "Oh no, you're good." He's like, "I appreciate you. You actually called us and told us what happened, and was honest about it." That is one thing about over here. You can do anything in the world. Like, you could. I'm not gonna say anything and they won't fire you, but as long as you're honest and tell the truth about it, they more than likely won't fire you. Now, if you're right trailer, if you see, I'm trying to think of a situation. Say you took something, no, that's not right either. Say something happened, right, and you knew it happened, but you didn't want to say anything, so they know you knew it happened, or something happened, and like a story came up, and you made up something, and you lied, and they figured out you lied about it, you're gone. Like, no matter how small it is, and you lie about it, they just can't assume that they can't trust you anymore. You're gone. But if no matter how big it is, I'm not gonna say no matter how big it is, but if it's real big and you tell the truth, more than likely you're gonna still have a job. That's one thing I love about over here. Everybody seems really family oriented, and then like if you always tell the truth and stuff, it means you're always gonna have a job. I talk to guys who work average 63 hours a week and make $93,000 a year. I mean, as a city driver, and you're off on the weekends, like it's crazy. The only place I've heard of doing that is like FedEx Freight or UPS. But I mean, it's just crazy. Sorry, my girlfriend's texting me. But yeah, P&D driving is not hard. I promise you. Do not let it scare you. P&D driving is not hard. Only thing hard about P&D driving is long days and the docks. Two things: long days in the docks. Well, and you got to manage your shippers and receivers because some close, and sometimes you can only do as much as you can do, right? I mean, some days you're gonna miss some days you're gonna get them all. Some days you're gonna get all your deliveries off and get all your pickups. I mean, some days are just like that, and those are the good days. Some days you're gonna bring back deliveries. Some days you're gonna miss pickups. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you just can't be perfect over here. I mean, well, not over here, just P&D in general. You can do what you can do, and you can't what you can't. That's how I look at it. And yeah, P&D driving is not hard. Don't let it scare you. Yes, you will have some challenging docks to hit. Yes, your hours will be long occasionally. And yes, you'll have to manage your stops because you have to manage three things: your pickups, your deliveries, and your lunch. Your lunch is usually 30 minutes, so you have to manage that really well. And it's because I'm gonna start taking my lunch because it's kind of hard to find where to take lunch, like in the middle of some of these areas they have you. In some of these areas, you got places with parking lots where trucks can get in easy. Then you got some places where it's like, well, I'm not gonna park at to eat, So I'm gonna have to start taking my lunch. But other than that, P&D driving is not really hard. Depending on what company you're with, if you want to stay like daytime, I would suggest P&D driving and make good money. But I mean, some people like line haul. I might jump in line haul eventually. That seems to be the goal. But I mean, if P&D treats me right, then I might just stay P&D. It just all depends. But yeah, that's it for this video.